So I'm here in the field with the great oak, and I've just moved the horses' electric fence down so that they have another grazing paddock down there on the bottom. And I was looking out across the fields and I saw this wonderful triple of the autumn yellows in the foreground. This is the willow, which is going yellow. Then there's the lime tree, and then in the distance that is a walnut tree. So this triptych of beautiful yellows, 3 different trees, 3 different kinds of yellows, really, really beautiful. Sadly, the larch all the way off in the distance, that tall tree there, you can't really see, but it's going a very muted yellow as well. So you can see that's 1, 2, 3, there are 4 larch trees right there. So it would have been 4 yellows across. Over here, that's another lime tree. Then there's these are rowans. Then there's a beech tree. And then here in the foreground is a copper beech. So it's really beautiful, the variety of yellows, and the longevity of autumn this year has been fantastic, which has been so lovely. And the dung beetles are still active because it's so mild. You can see my nettle plantation for the butterflies who cocoon over winter in this. So there's eggs and cocoons in here, so I daren't chop it or we lose the wildlife that is hibernating or will be coming out in the spring to continue the life. There's a beautiful chestnut tree, horse chestnut. There's another little beech tree. Here's a holly tree. Some more beech trees in there and some pines covered in ivy. So it's a beautiful kind of autumnal morning, except that it's exceedingly mild. So I'm going to go in through the woodland gate here to go and see how the sheep are doing. You can see I've moved the electric fence across here. And here's our little woodland gate. And the sheep are in these woods, grazing in amongst the diversity that is in there. So I'll open this gate. Rather primitive in how it works. It's basically one of these kind of gates because the gate is too small for the space, so it won't bolt shut. Are you coming? Good pup. So I'm going to turn the video off for a moment while I close the gate because it's a 2-hand job to close the gate. But you can see the young beech trees coming through underneath this wonderful canopy. So this wonderful autumnal canopy of beech, ash, and horse chestnut trees. I'll walk up through the woods here and see if I can see any sheep. In the spring, those of you who know, this will be covered in bluebells and cow parsley. And then where I'm walking up to through these woods will be full of snowdrops. More holly trees. All browsing this shrub. Isn't that right, sweetie pie? How are you? This is Judy. She's a hogget I bought earlier this year. So, enjoying the wood. There's more sheep, I think, are up in the woods there. Fuchsia bush here. I planted as a slip. I literally trimmed it from another fuchsia bush and plonked it in the ground. And it's been growing and growing and growing for the past 20 years. So it's a fantastic, huge fuchsia bush, literally from a snippet. So we've got some high banks here. I'll see if I can huff and puff up this bank. It's really, really steep. Oh dear. Oh, yikes. Oh! Slip sliding on that bank. Oh, look, the sheep are coming up behind me. The usual suspects. A little bit ebony and ear feather. So, everybody in the woods. Hey you, how are you? Oh, this is ear feather. Who is following me up the embankment then? Oh, that's the ewe that had the early lambs, or late lambs this last spring. You're looking very pregnant, little bit. Yes, how are you? You beautiful girl, ear feather. Anyway, they all seem to be doing well in the woods, covered in weedy seedies. Okay, see you later, ladies.